match award from Ramesh Raja. When he was asked that, were you satisfied? He said, no, I'm not satisfied. I think that's a very good sign, even though he scored 70 odd runs, which was very crucial, ended up scoring 250. But to be able to understand and to be able to understand the role that his team needs him to play, why not get 100? Why not just stay on a bit longer? He understands that fact, and that's something, a message which goes across in the dressing room also. The ones who get in must get in. Shummu Sharkar also had a start.
I think it's a very powerful message. I fully agree with you, and I think that's a great piece of leadership. He's still just 26 years of age.
And recently he has been handed over to lead the side in all three formats of the game, Andrew. So the team management, the selectors, feel that he's the right person to take Bangladesh forward. Hopefully he can get better and better, because there will be at times he will be criticized for his role as a captain, maybe the field placement and the bowling changes, but in the end, if you score runs, you let your bat do the talking, and then you end up winning the match, then everything falls in the right place.
Yeah, certainly a very, very happy Bangladesh camp right now. Ahmed Fadai, you're also still here with us. Thanks for staying with me right into the evening. Afghanistan, they don't like losing, do they? They've almost got addicted to winning with this last 12 months that they've had. Do you think Jonathan Trott will be having a few maybe cross words with some of his team? We saw him look quite unhappy towards the latter stages of that second innings.
Well, I think any coaches will have a talk with the team and will discuss the points where the Afghanistan team faulted. And there are a few areas where Afghanistan should blame themselves. Drop in catches never help the cause. You look at Bangladesh, they hold on to catches, they win the matches. And for the first time in 29 years, registering a win in Sharjah means a big thing for Bangladesh. They are getting back into their rhythm, which is just ahead of the Champions Trophy and is a good sign for them. On the contrary, for Afghanistan, I think they had a good chance to win the series, seal the series, but now they still have another opportunity ahead of them. And it's good that they still have an opportunity where they sit together, they look at it, and they try and improve the areas where they have, for instance, faulted. The ground fielding, for instance, have to be looked at. Catches has to be very, very spot on, and then they need to keep ticking the scoreboard. They need to keep rotating the strikes, take the single and the double, and Rahmanullah Gurbaz has to step up for Afghanistan to win.
Yeah, fully agree. He's got that difficulty in the second innings, doesn't he? What about Jakar Ali on his ODI debut? It was a real impact innings down towards the latter half of that first innings, and Bangladesh needed that, didn't they, after the 41st over, losing those 2 wickets, but he came in and he played really well.
Yeah, he started slowly, but then when he hit that particular six, then he started to open his shoulders. He hit 2 in that particular over, 37 and 27 deliveries. And to be able to do that on debut, remember, he just made his test debut just last month when he played that knock of 58 in the second innings of that test match against South Africa. So he has loads of talent, and when you find a player who can do that, especially under pressure, then he's a special player. I hope he's fit enough, because he struggled with concussion in the past. As long as he's fit and as long as he's scoring runs, it is something, a big bonus for Bangladesh, especially at the lower order, because we've struggled in the past, the batters, but certainly he would give you something, a big hope.
That's our one more word. The other change to the team was Nasim Ahmed, wasn't it? So yeah, the 2 changes have almost been the 2 game changers for Bangladesh.
They picked the right ones, and they produced the goods with the ball and the bat. And what about him, Nasim Ahmed? Playing after a long time, after a long break, and he played some glorious shots under pressure. There's a saying, when the tough gets going, you are under tougher situation, and when you go and do that, that is something very good.
What about his bowling, and what about the way that Afghanistan didn't really counteract that, Ahmed? I thought Nasim Ahmed bowled really impressively.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's been impactful. I remember back in Bangladesh, in the T20 matches Afghanistan had, it was Nasim Ahmed providing that early breakthrough and then putting Afghanistan on the back foot. And once again, he comes back since the ODI World Cup, you rightly said it, and then